When did you know that you were going to be an entrepreneur?
I part of it was by necessity and part of it was by desire. Found a job in Cincinnati and just felt like there was something unfulfilled in that experience. And I thought, applied to a couple of the big companies in Cincinnati, didn't get a look for whatever reason, didn't fit their profile. And it was kind of that old adage of, if you can't find a way, make a way. And I had that mindset of like, all right, I feel drawn to something a little bit non-traditional. I found an area within the law that was somewhat unexplored, with being a neutral administrator of these major class actions and mass torts, that where two parties there'd be some bad event, like you could think of oil spills, or you could think of pharmaceutical products that had adverse side effects. In our civil justice system, the ability to settle those at one time and resolve those cases one time was relatively new 25 years ago. And so I began while in law school, doing independent studies about what would that look like if there was a neutral administrator that could handle those types of issues. Like what are we going to do to make sure that there's no conflicts, that there's a fair way to treat similarly situated people similarly. And so I set out to kind of design a system to do that. And then almost immediately got my first job doing it and said, you know what, I think I can build something out of this. And over 25 years, built a business that's all we did, is handle these types of mass disaster type of cases as the neutral.
Wow, it's so fascinating. That's just a world that most people don't even know about.